What's in reality what gets between us and the goals that we have? Um, what's in reality the one thing that gets to us and is permanently there everywhere we go, and everything, every time we do something, everything we do, everywhere we go, and every time we're thinking about the thing that we want to do. And the truth is that whatever it is that you want to do, you can even been practicing for a long time. You might be, while you practice, you might know very well and achieved over and over repeatedly what you want to do, but the moment that you have to, and the moment that you have to perform and do it again, it is going to count for something. Let's assume, let's say you're going to give a speech, and when you're doing it by yourself or you're doing it in front of friends, it's coming out pretty good. But when you actually put yourself in front of people that you don't know, or people that you know but they're not your friends, things don't turn out the same way. And it's not really this it's not really that we're doubting the skills that we have. Most of the times we fail because we simply don't believe that we can do it. That is probably the most difficult barrier to transcend when we are pursuing something. Maybe we are very well trained to do the thing that we want to do. Maybe we are very well prepared, and maybe it's even something that comes to you pretty easy at some point because you have done it so much. And every time you do the exercises at home or with your tutor, you do it very well. But the moment you sit down and they put the test right in front of you, you freak out and you black out. You just don't know. It's just fear that takes over. So it's more the self-doubts. It's more that we think about ourselves. It's more an intrinsic thing instead of not really trusting that we are that we have the skills to do it. It is more, am I capable of performing when it counts, that gets on the way. It's more the way we think and the way we feel and the way we perceive things, the way we approach it, the way we think, the way we process it, then actually the skills that we have, what makes us fail. So next time when you're preparing for your goal, one thing that you can do and is going to help you, and this is something that science research has proven that it helps, is visualize what you're doing before and after you're performing. So whatever it is that you're going to do, you want to pay attention, and you want to sorry, I have a visitor here. You want to pay attention and say, okay, what am I gonna do? How would I want to feel? How do I want to look before I start performing? Before I do the thing that I need to do? Okay, how am I gonna feel? How am I gonna look after it? And of course, you want to do visualization from a proper point of view where things are gonna look well, and you're going to perform the proper way. So next time that you're preparing yourself for that goal, remember, it is not going to be your skills that are really going to dictate most of the times if you're going to achieve what you're doing or not. It's usually going to be what the doubts that you have about yourself, the way you look at yourself, the way you're thinking, whether you think that you're capable or not. So it's more what you have in your mind, the way you look at yourself, the way you perceive yourself, if you're capable of doing it or not, and the way you think about the goal when you're actually performing at the moment. It's not really your skills. So pay attention pay attention to what you're thinking, what's going on in your mind before and after specifically, because during you're not supposed to be thinking too much. You're already trained. So before and after is where you want to pay attention what's going on in your head.